Okay, we have learned how to hold the bow. We've learned how to hold the fiddle. And we have learned how to tune the fiddle. So now it's in tune. Okay? So let's play the fiddle. Okay, in order to do that, put the fiddle in position, 45-degree angle. Now, the bow needs to go across the strings, and it needs to be perpendicular to the plane of the strings, and it needs to be perfectly upright, like that, with the bow here at the bottom and the stick at the top. And it should be about halfway between the end of the fingerboard and the bridge, right there. So right about here is where you want it. We call that the sweet spot, as you do with your bat if you play baseball or cricket, whatever. Okay, so the placement of the bow here is really important because that determines the quality of the tone. If you bow up here on the fingerboard, it's going to be kind of squeaky. If you bow way up here, it's going to be really loud and scratchy. But in here, it's nice and sweet. Okay? So that's the first thing. Next thing, your strings are set on a bridge that is curved over a fingerboard that is curved. And that means that each string has a different angle of the bow. So let's start with the first one. Okay, so let's pick up the bow correctly. Got the bunny there, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take the bow and place it, just touch the string that is furthest to the left, the one in front of your nose. That's the G string. And I want you to have your pointer finger just about over the string. That's the very beginning of the stroke, okay? Got that? Okay, now lay it down on the string and tilt the bow so that it touches only the G string, but just barely. So not way over here, so it's touching the violin case, and not here, so it's also touching the D string. Right there, that's the angle. And let's try to draw one straight bow stroke. And we're going to do this by slowly pulling across and pushing out with our right hand. And then we're going to reverse the process to come back. Now, you'll notice that as my bow goes across, my arm does not go straight across. My arm has to go out. That's because I'm trying to maintain a straight line with the bow, which is getting further and further away from me. So I have to compensate by pushing my hand out as well as pulling it along. So try that on your G string. See if you get that, and then see if you can find the angle for the D string and for the A string, and then for the E string. And in the next video, the second part of this, I will give you an exercise to do that will help you figure out, or teach your arm actually how to figure out exactly what the angle is for each of the strings and its two-string combinations. Much more to come here, but this is the beginning of your violin career. You will today play a note, or four actually, on the violin if you follow my instructions. So, on the G string, back, on the D string, and back, and on the A string, and back, and on the E string, and back. I want you to do that several times before you go to the next video, okay? Meanwhile, happy music and I'll see you soon.